Hello everyone and welcome back to A Kinda Crafty Kenzie. I am Kenzie and let's do some DIYs. So first off, we're going to use some of these Dollar Tree arrow signs. I love that I got them in two different sizes because I'm going to use them as houses. Then I'm going to take some of this awesome scrapbooking paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I stocked up so much on Black Friday sales. I was so excited to finally put it to use. And as you can see, I had a couple pair of hands helping me decide which one to choose because we just couldn't decide. We just wanted to use it all. So I just went ahead and traced out two for the smaller houses and then two for the taller houses. And then of course I just used Mod Podge to adhere the scrapbook paper to the sign. Now, I always put Mod Podge on my wood or my surface, and then I put it on my paper. Then I let it dry for probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Then I go back and I put it on the outside of it. Then I let that completely dry, and then I go back and sand it. And as you can see, my little one, she was just so confused. She couldn't figure out why the paint wasn't a color. And when I was not smoothing it out perfectly, she kept saying, "Mommy, you missed a spot," or "Mommy, there's too much paint." And I kept telling her, "This is glue." But it was just driving her crazy that she just couldn't grasp it. But anyways, I don't know. So anyway, yep, that's just what I did for all four of these. So as you can see, my youngest, she's right here with me, and you guys will have to let me know if your little ones or even your grandchildren are close by while you're crafting. I spent a lot of time with my grandma when I was growing up, and she was a major crafter and a seamstress and just did so much stuff that I just did not pay that much attention to. And you guys, I regret it. I so regret it. So I am so excited that my girls are super intrigued by all of this, and they always ask me, "Mommy, are you going to craft something today, or what are you making?" Or they get excited to see the final result, or I'll ask their opinion because they're the only ones here with me all day. What do you think? Or you give me your input. And as you can see, my youngest, she likes to help. She's pushing the paper to me that I need to use next, and then after I apply the Mod Podge and rub it down, then I slide it over, and then she's kind of helping me out. So I left this part in here of me Mod Podging all this paper down because Renna was my 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old. She'll be 4 on January 5th. She was helping me so much. So I just thought this was absolutely adorable. And like I said, I just love that they're so involved, and I really hope that I can get another generation of crafters in the family.
But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else.
So this is my favorite part because Renna could not figure out why, while I was painting the houses, there was no color. The paint had no color. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm trying to explain to her that this is like a paint glue, and I'm painting like glue on, and that the paper was going to be like the color of the houses. And she just couldn't figure it out. She could not understand why the Mod Podge had no color. It was super comical to me.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
So like I said, I let that dry for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then I went ahead and put the Mod Podge over the top. When I do it like this, you guys, with Mod Podge on the paper, Mod Podge on the wood, usually Mod Podge, let that dry 10 to 15 minutes later, then Mod Podge it again, I have no bubbles. So That is the way I do it. That's what works for me. I don't go super, super heavy on it, so it dries in like 10 to 15 minutes, and then it completely dries probably, I give it like an hour. You know what I mean? Probably not even an hour, probably like a half hour to an hour, but usually I'm working on multiple things at a time, so some time goes by, and then I go back. But anyways, then after that's completely dry, like I said, I just went ahead and sanded over the edges. It helps free up like any of that excess paper, and it's just super satisfying. Like, look at that. Isn't that so satisfying? I don't know what it is, but I love to sand my edges. And then look at this. This is my newest Amazon find, you guys. This is my little handheld battery operated vacuum. This little guy has become my new best friend. It's linked below. It's awesome. Then I just went ahead and took one of these Dollar Tree rectangular planks, and as you can see, first I painted it with the truffle, and then I was like, oh, I'll give it like a nice like little snowy look, like the houses are sitting in the snow, and I decided I didn't like that. So then I went ahead and just went white all over it, and then I went back and then distressed it with truffle. So wasted a little bit of time and a little bit of paint, but you live and you learn, you make mistakes, you just roll with it. So that's what I did here. And what I'm going to do is I'm making a stand for the houses to go on. So then I used some of these tumbling towers that you can see over there on the side, and now I'm just gluing them onto the houses to give them a little bit of stability to help them stand up on this little plank a little bit better. Now, you guys, as I was doing this, I noticed that one of my arrows was bowed. I don't think I noticed it while I was applying the scrapbook paper because it was like the way it was laying. But then like once I stood it up, I was like, oh no. But when it's standing up, you know, and it's not at this angle, you really can't tell. So again, I just rolled with it. This is for my home. This is for me. So I wasn't really worried about if there was like a little bit of a imperfection. If I was giving it away, I would have definitely done something about that. But then we have to embellish our houses. So again, my helpers are all standing by. You'll probably see them getting involved here anytime. And we just kind of pulled out some of my embellishing things that I have that I've gotten from mostly Dollar Tree, some from Dollar General, and a little bit from Walmart. But mostly it's just like these little wooden stickers, a couple ornaments from Walmart. But as you can see, my professional advisors were there and rearranging, and we were just trying to figure out what we wanted to do. We wanted each one to be a little bit different, but we definitely didn't want to take away from the house. And yeah, we just weren't really sure. So anyways, you'll see how it turns out. It's so suspenseful. Keep watching. So this little word ornament came in a pack of 4. It's 4 or 5. I'm pretty sure it's 4 though, from Walmart for $1.98. But some were black and some were like the shiny metal look. I didn't like the black on top of the scrapbook paper because there was a lot of black in it. It kind of blended right in. But I did not want the shiny metal. So then I decided to hired help. Learn them young, guys. My kids want to use this more than I do, but it's a new toy. So anyways, I wanted it to pop off. So I went ahead and I painted it white. And then you'll see in the after clip, like when I show you at the end on my final reveal, I went ahead and distressed it a little bit. So it doesn't look exactly the same because it was a little too stark white, but I think those are pretty cute. So for the next project, you are going to need 2 of the rectangular planks from Dollar Tree, and you're only going to need 1 of the square. I know I showed 2, but I only end up using 1. So then I went ahead and just painted these planks in the brown truffle color. I am loving this color lately. I've been using it so much. I feel like everything I say is like truffle, truffle, truffle. And I get a lot of questions about where I get my paint. And my best recommendation to get Waverly is at Walmart. It's usually in stock decently. It depends on the time of the year. If it's fall, it's a little bit more difficult to get like the pumpkin color or like any kind of orange or even the brown. But if it's Christmas time, good luck getting any kind of the reds like crimson, lacquer, etc. So if I'm striking out at Walmart on Waverly, then I go to Joann Fabrics online and they sell the folk art. So I really like them too on their prices, and you can usually get their sales. So those are the two best places I can tell you to get your paint. But anyways, then I just took the square plank, and as you can see, I found the center and then cut it down the middle the best that I could. It's probably not even, but that's okay. It's kind of like my jam for my stuff to always have a little bit of imperfection. Like that's how my stuff, that's how you know my stuff. It's not perfect. But anyways, and then I just painted both of those in the truffle, as you can see. And now I'm going to go over with some distressing with the white chalk paint. Now you guys, me and my distressing choices just got in a fight this day. And I went over it with white and I was like, ooh, too much. So, it brightened it up too much. So then I decided to go over it with some black. And that didn't work out well. So then I went in with some more truffle, I believe. And then you just have to watch. I mean, it's kind of like a train wreck, but they work out in the end. But it just, I don't know. See, I should have stopped like right about there. And I just kept on going. So I don't know. I have no idea. I was watching Hallmark Christmas movies this day. And so I think I was just kind of a little bit spaced. I'm not sure. So anyways, you'll see how it works out. Just keep watching. So then I just took one of these stretched canvas frames and I just literally cut a hunk out of the middle. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a flame, and I didn't have any wood thin enough that I thought that I could cut precise enough with my knife or even with scissors, and I wanted them to be really smooth. I didn't want them to have like raggedy edges. So once I finally got it drawn to my liking, and it took a few times, I just went ahead and traced it because I wanted them to be identical. And then I just painted it with some white chalk paint. I figured that it would take paint decently well, seeing how it's a canvas and you paint on it. But I was a little bit nervous if the edges were going to kind of roll up. But they didn't. So I was, thank goodness on that. So then I just took my fine point paint marker. It's kind of like an orangey yellow color. And then I just tried to make it look like it was like a flame.
I've been keeping track of when I've been naughty and nice. And from what I can tell, I've done more good deeds than I've told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my...
So then I just went ahead and filled in those little flame circles with the paint, and then I cut a little piece of Dollar Tree's dowel rods, just big enough to attach the flame to the candle base. Now I apologize for the angle, y'all. I am not allowing myself to watch Hallmark movies and craft while filming anymore. So all I'm doing here is just attaching some of the little tumbling tower blocks that you can get at Dollar Tree to the base of the candle to give it a little more stability, a little more something for it to stick to on the base. And the base is just that square Dollar Tree plank that I cut in half, and I painted it while I painted my candles. I kept them all like the same color because I just thought that it would look better if everything was just the same color. I was going to do one different than the other and kind of do reverse, like one dark with white distress and one white with dark distress, but I just decided to do them both identical. That's that symmetrical brain working again. So then I just attach these little pieces of the dowel rod to like the candle there at the top. This is like the wick, like I said. And then I put a little bit of white in the middle of like that flame on my candle flame. You'll see it. To me, it kind of looked like an egg. So you can probably hear my little one. So then I just give it a little bit more depth, if I could do it again, y'all, I definitely would have done these on wood, but now that I have a pattern, you know what I mean, that I can draw it out, I'll just give it to my husband and have him cut it out for me, because I just didn't have any wood, that I thought I could work with that day. So then here you see me just trying some different burlap to see which one I like the best for embellishing. And of course I went with the dark, so I just cut 2 pieces off and attached them to the candle.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday.
So I've been getting a lot of questions about my little pink tool there, and that's just a makeup spatula from the Dollar Tree, you guys. I picked up 2 when I saw them because I had heard this was something really good to work with when you're hot gluing. I have suffered more than one decent burns with a hot glue gun, so I'm very respectful of it, and anything to save my fingers, I'm down. So now I'm just going to attach some little wooden snowflakes from the Dollar Tree onto that burlap. I left them the natural color because I thought they looked really good against the dark. And now I'm just attaching my little flames to the wick. My burlap I did get from Amazon. You can get it at Dollar Tree and you can get it at other places, but I got a pack of like red, green, white, this brown, sorry, Rena's playing with the kitten, this brown, and then another color, and it was really, really inexpensive. If I can find that link, I will link it for you in the description box as always. Anything that in my video that didn't come from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walmart, I will always have linked for you below. And so that's it, you guys. After I secured my little flames to the wick, that is all I have on this, and I think that they're pretty cute, y'all. So you have to let me know what you think, but here comes the final reveal.
Very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas without all tears. Every night, every day is a happy holiday.
I want to thank you guys for coming along with me today. I had so much fun making these DIYs. You have to let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And if you decide to make something similar, please tag me over on Instagram. My handle is in the description box as always. I love to see what you guys come up with. Please remember to give this video a like. It really does help my channel grow. And if you love things DIY, crafting, anything home decor, some shopping hauls, and even a little bit of organization, then this is the channel for you. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you go. And I can't wait to see you guys again. I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will see you really soon. Bye.
Merry Christmas to you.